One of the ways in which trauma is transmitted generationally is through physiological changes that are likely passed down through epigenetics. Epigenetic changes are changes in gene expression patterns and can occur in response to traumatic environmental events. These alterations in gene expression can be passed from generation to generation through epigenetic inheritance. Although most studies of epigenetic changes have been completed in animal models, it has been demonstrated in human studies. For example, one study demonstrated that prenatal exposure to adverse environmental factors, in this case famine, led to altered gene methylation patterns in offspring, resulting in disrupted metabolic health, including higher BMI and serum triglycerides later in life.
Intergenerational trauma should be addressed through actions that can be taken by individuals, communities, and legislation toward promoting healing and resiliency. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission was created to bring awareness to intergenerational trauma and to share how the experience has impacted their children, families, and communities.
Reconciliation and resiliency can be achieved by respectfully acknowledging the needs and rights of the Indigenous population, integrating them into the society without stereotypes, appreciating their culture and their role in Canadian history, ensuring better access to quality education, healthcare services, and other fundamental resources. Lastly, recognizing Indigenous peoples as resilient survivors of cultural genocide and systematic marginalization is an imperative first step in making amends. Indigenous people have started building resiliency to take back what they have lost and to strengthen cultural identity. The Aboriginal Healing Foundation has identified 3 pillars of healing: legacy education, cultural interventions, and therapeutic interventions incorporating Indigenous worldviews. The Intergenerational Trauma in Aboriginal Youth Committee recommends involving mainstream professionals or health services in learning more about Indigenous approaches to healing and to build autonomous Aboriginal healing organizations.
While we cannot take back what has happened in the past, acknowledging the injustice that Indigenous peoples have experienced and acting on it through educating health professionals on providing strength-based, holistic, and culturally safe care are ways that we can work towards reconciliation and healing.
One of the ways in which trauma is transmitted generationally is through